Donnelly IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm in Liverpool today for the Matchroom show with me. I've got the main man himself, Mr. Eddie Hearn. Eddie, successful night?
We're on the Tuborgs.
We're on the Tuborgs.
Has anyone ever heard of Tuborg beer?
Yes.
Alright, mate.
Fucking hell, you mugged your right off.
Yeah. Alright, fuck off. Go on, sorry.
Alright, yeah. Cut a bit out.
Yeah.
Would you say it's a successful night tonight?
Yeah, good night.
Boxing?
I mean, loads of entertainment, some ups and downs. I mean, Rocky fielding David Brophy, wasn't expecting that at all. Brophy hit him with a great shot and then Rocky just, you know, cleaned him out really. Masha, just unbelievable. You know, continues to get written off. People say that like, Masha doesn't look great. So people presume that he's not very good, yet he's beating everything that's put in front of him. So, great performance and that story, that journey is incredible. I don't know how it started and I don't know where it's going. But I'm pleased for what boxing's given Masha Dodd. You know, he's a lovely fella. O'Hara Davies was brutal. And I think Tom Farrell needs a lot of credit and respect for hanging in there. You know, how he got up from the first knockdown, the second knockdown, I'll never know. And a great performance from Paul Butler against, you know, a very experienced and game Stuart Hall. Great performances from Anthony Fowler, Natasha Jonas, Craig Glover, Scott Fitzgerald as well. So busy night and roll on Crawler Burns.
What would you say you're fighting the night?
Masha Dodd against Stalker. You know, he's always in good fights, and you know, I like Tom a lot. I've got a lot of time for him, and I think a lot of people felt that he'd outboxed Masha over the distance. They went the distance, and Masha won comfortably. So a lot of respect to him. I think maybe performance of the night was O'Hara Davies. You know, I thought he was sensational tonight, so sharp, and obviously coming back, they had a lot of pressure on him because he talks the talk. You know, O'Hara, he's not really like that, but this is what he has to do to get people watching him.
He got 2 points thrown at him as well.
Did he?
As he walked back in.
I'm sure he weren't too bothered.
He wasn't bothered at all.
No, but yeah, it was a big win because his career was on the line tonight, really, after the Josh Taylor defeat.
Josh Taylor. Vasquez, apparently. Is that happening? Is it happening? It's been announced, but then apparently...
It's not my show.
I'm asking if it's happening. You know about boxing. You know more than me.
So, yeah, I mean, Vasquez is well past his best now, but it's a weird fight because Vasquez... He's got a horrible style and he's sort of not really ranked or relevant, but I don't know. Josh Taylor's a very good fighter, You know, it was a big win for him over O'Hara Davies. Looking to get O'Hara Davies out as soon as possible. We'll definitely box again this year.
Anthony Fowler, I spoke to him, he's out in 3 weeks. I think Jonas is out in 2 weeks. How important is it to keep them busy at that part of their career?
Very important. It's important to keep busy, but at the same time, not over busy, if that makes sense. Because if you're boxing too frequently, you're never really getting a chance to analyse what you're doing and sort of go back to the gym and work on things. 3 weeks in between fights isn't a huge amount of time. 2 weeks for Natasha Jonas. But at this stage in her career, while they're in relatively straightforward fights, it's easy to do that 3 or 4 times. What you'll see from Fowler is he'll box October 21st in Belfast, then he'll box one more time again this year, and really he'll be looking at championship fights going into 2018. So these guys with the Olympic pedigree, and really once they've had sort of 4, 5, 6 fights, they should be looking to challenge for titles in my opinion. So Fowler's getting there, he's learning all the time, looked good tonight with a good stoppage, and be interested to see him in Belfast.
I've got to talk to you a little bit about it. Paul Butler in there just said that McDonald was the fight he wants. He was sitting ringside, he was watching it. Will it be made?
Well, it's the fight McDonald wants as well, but he's got a little fella called Liborio Solis to beat in Monaco first on November the 4th. It's a very tough fight. It's a very close fight last time. A lot of people thought Solis won the fight. So that's a big rematch in Monaco, and if Jamie can come through that, then that's the fight to be made. We nearly made Butler. We agreed that fight for Jamie McDonald, and Paul Butler's team backed out at the time. Not Paul Butler, but his promotional team. So that's the fight we want to make. But fingers crossed, Jamie comes through in Monaco.
Today, Dillian Whyte, or yesterday, he tweeted that he wants the Deontay Wilder fight if Ortiz can't do it. But do you know anything about that situation at all?
Well, I read tonight that Deontay Wilder says, "I'll still fight Luis Ortiz." I hope that people in charge of the Commission and WBC do not allow this. I mean, what is the point in having drug tests if you let fighters fight after failing a drugs test? You know, I see the response from the team saying it's to bring blood pressure down. As I understand it, it's also a masking agent for steroids and etc. So, listen, he's got to be slung out, simple as, you know. And I think Deontay Wilder needs a new opponent. Dillian Whyte is ready to jump in, but I don't think they'll go with him. I think they'll box Stavern, and if they do box Stavern, we've already said to him we'll take Dominic Brazil because he was supposed to fight Stavern. So, really, we need to nail Dillian Whyte's opponent in the next couple of days because that's you know, October the 28th drawing in, and we want Dillian Whyte on that card.
What did you make of Chisora's performance tonight? Speaking of him?
No, Derek's a very complex character.
Yeah, we found this out when you dropped me right in it, and
he slung you out of his change room. But he sort of came in. I don't think his head was really with it. You need the fear factor sometimes. Obviously, he didn't have that tonight. But listen, after a couple of rounds, he got into it, and it was a good stoppage in the end. He needed those rounds. He hasn't boxed since December the 10th, and he's going into a really tough fight for the European title. So he needed those rounds badly. 5 weeks tonight. He's in Monaco for a really important fight for Derek Chisora against the European champion Ajit Kiarbel from Germany. He must win that fight. Big fights for him ahead, and he's got to come through that.
All right, mate. Listen, Ed, a successful night for Matchroom Boxing.
Cheers, mate.
There should be plenty more in the future, so I'll catch up with you soon. But until then, thanks for being enjoy your night.
Nice to be with you,
Do you?